Hey, what's up, people? Welcome to Riding on Ruby. Well, we finally got another nice day here, so I'm taking Ruby out. So I decided that today I'm going to make a video. It's going to be titled something like "To Do or Not to Do," because I know there's a lot of you guys out there that want to try to record, put a mic into an open face helmet. And like I said in other videos, I love the setup I have in my full face, but it's just such a pain to put on and off when you're wearing glasses and it's hot during the summer. So this is what I'm gonna show you and let you know how it's gonna work out. We're gonna go for a little test ride with one mic, and then I'll switch the mics and we'll come back. I got two of them in the helmet, so hopefully you can see this. All right, this mic is the Carol. It's like the over the head version one with the little boom, and it's like right there. Now, I had this once before in another video with another cheaper $9 boom mic like that, and I think this one was like $30. And then I also have the purple Panda, my other new one, inside the helmet right there, tucked into that space. So I want to try to find out which one's going to be better. Now, I know for a fact from using this one before that that only comes out of one speaker. If you're listening to like headphones, to me that's annoying, and I really wouldn't want to listen to that myself. You know, on a cell phone or a tablet, it might not be different. It'll sound normal, but I just don't like the way it comes out like that. But if that's the only option I'm going to have to record with, then I'm gonna have to go with that, or just stick with the full face. And that all that linkage and mic and everything's like permanently on there. I mean, I could take it off, but I just always leave it on there. So the thing with this one is, when I wear the open face, I have my glasses. I have to wear goggles over the glasses because my allergies, if I don't, especially in the spring like now, my eyes will be swollen and itching all night. So I wear the goggles to keep like the pollen and stuff from my eyes, and sometimes it helps from them steaming up. But rather than to have the part that goes over your head, I ended up cutting that off of this mic and just shoved the straight part into the underneath the padding and put a little bit of gaffer's tape. You know, it's hard to see probably, but you know, gaffer tape's expensive. It's like 25 bucks a roll, but it's waterproof, and when you take it off, it doesn't leave any marks like duct tape does. So if you're looking for something to tape that's going to be secure, try out some gaffer's tape. So anyways, that's going to be the project. I'll get Ruby out, get her fired up. I'm going to be using this harness right here. I ended up getting this either I can't remember, it could have been either from Amazon or from Walmart.com, but it came with this. It came with one that goes on your head or your helmet, so you could just put that on like a strap system, like this harness. I like this view because you could see the bike, you could see when I'm shifting, but you also see the whole area ahead where you're riding. So anyways, when it's on the helmet, the only advantage of that is that if you look over to the left or to the right, you're going to pick that up on the camera. But on the chest, you have to physically grab it and try to stretch it, like, oh, look over here, people, or look at that over there. You know, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, so let me and unfortunately with this GoPro 7, that's all I use is a GoPro Hero 7 and an outdated iPad mini. That's all I use for my videos, and that's, to me, I guess that's good enough. You know, I'm not out here to be monetized and make all kinds of money. You know, I'm just happy to be out here with all you awesome YouTube friends that I met through YouTube. Would like to meet you in person, but maybe someday that could happen. But I mean, I love all you guys out there, and I love all your videos. I mean, I've been watching Shade Tree, and you know, before Shalisi got there, before I had a channel, and then he kind of inspired me to get back to writing after my wife passed away, and the state of Connecticut cleaned out her entire $5,000 bank account and kept it. So I went out and bought Ruby, You know, I've been riding for like 42 years on and off, but I haven't had a bike for like 30 years. So I went out and bought Ruby, so they can't take my money basically. But I wanted to get back into riding, and then I decided to, hey, maybe I'll start up a channel. You know, I just want to, you know, be able to share, you know, how good of the bike that the Street 500 is. You know, the 750, people say it's compared to an 883 Harley, and this has 6 horsepower less than the 750. So, you know, I absolutely love it. I put down like, I think I had like 5,500. I put down, I financed like 3,400, paid it off in 5 months. She's mine free and clear, and I love it. I'm not gonna get rid of her. I keep getting all this nada stuff from Harley. I'll come up here and trade it in. We'll give you 7,000 for it without even looking. Screw that. I love it. You know, it was built to be, you know, it's liquid cooled. It was built to be riding through the cities. So this way it's liquid cool when you're in traffic, but then again, you got it cut out into traffic or something, you could just, it's got instant power throughout the whole range. You know, she maxes out, like revs out at like 8,000, you know, which I've never got up to 8,000 RPMs, but you know, it was built for that type of situation. I did go on a long ride one time, well, not long, but for me, an 80-mile ride down to the shoreline with a group of guys. They had baggers and dressers, and you know, and you on back roads, you're going 45, 50, no problem keeping up. But you know, being a professional driver for like, I don't know, since like 1985 or 1983, all that slouching when you're driving and everything, you know, my back, it's just rough. You know, this wasn't made for long trips. It's just for zipping through and ripping through the city, and that's basically what I use it for. So anyways, but I just want to say that, you know, thank you to all the people that watch my videos, and especially the ones that subscribe. And I think we need to start up a new community called the Hooligan Duct Tape community, because all you guys in that community with a hooligan, you're all awesome. You know, you guys are great. You're all down to earth, and I think we need to start up our own little, you know, cult or something. I think that'd be great. So anyways, I got to shut this off, because if I try to pause it, it freezes up. I got to take it out of the, you know, medium mod case and all that and everything. But one more thing I wanted to say though is this boom mic here has a 1 pin or a 1 ring on it. So I think you could see that. If not, take my word for it, you know. But anyways, you know, so you can't plug that into that 3-pin to 2-pin or 3-ring to 2-ring adapter to go into the GoPro mic adapter. You have to plug this directly into the GoPro mic adapter, or you won't hear any sound. But now the Purple Panda has 3 rings, and you have to have that extra cord right here that goes from 3 pins down to 2 pins, and then that plugs into the GoPro mic adapter, and that's situated in the bottom of the medium mod. All right, people, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, people, here we are. So I'm gonna go for a little ride down to the park. That's kind of like my usual test ride. So see how this is gonna sound. Sometimes with this boom mic, when you talk, you can hear the ear coming out, and it's annoying. But I want to find out how it's gonna handle the wind. I have that extra cat on there that you saw, and that was actually a cat toy that I cut a hole in and pulled the stuffing out and put it over it. The Purple Panda comes with its own cat, and that's on there in the pocket of the ear space there. So let's go see how it is. I figure, you know, at least this way I can help somebody out. You know, they might say, oh no, this guy did it, it didn't work, so I'm not gonna waste the money on that mic or whatever. Or maybe somebody out there might have a better idea that I could use. But anyways, you know, we'll try it out and see, you know. I like to try to, you know, just hang out with all my, you know, YouTube friends, and we're riding together with each other. And if I could throw some little things in there on and off, like, you know, for example, changing the mirrors from the top to the bottom, you know, because you couldn't see when they're in the top, or putting on the Firebrand slip-on. That was the cheapest one out there, but it fits perfect, easy to install, sounds awesome. And that's even with the baffle in it. You could take the baffle out if you want. And then the battery, oh my God, when it came, I went to the dealer and it came back from the dealer with a dead battery. Oh man, why did they design this bike where the battery is buried behind the motor, way under the seat? You have to take apart the whole main fuse panel, vacuum lines you got to disconnect and get out of the way, and then you finally get to the battery, but then you got to come onto the left side of the bike and take off the belt guard just to get out the negative, to disconnect the negative so you could pull the battery out. Oh my God, well, I did a video on that. So basically, just, I'm not a mechanic for bikes, so I just kind of like, if it could help somebody, I'm gonna try to help, you know. All right, let's rock and roll. Hopefully this mic will be working. I gotta go slow through here. I don't want to whack that fence. Let's see, I think I'll go up the hill, and if I could take a right, I'll show you where we watched it's a different park, not the one I'm gonna ride to though. All right, let me see where this mic is. All right, I can see it in the speedometer. All right, let's see what happens, people. Left. All right, thank you. I remember when this whole area over here was nothing but all woods, and they put that convalescent home there, and they built a school. There used to be a full-size built-in swimming pool over here, and they filled it in. I remember back in my teenage years with my '69 GTO convertible, we used to come up here and party all the time. This was like the hangout. And then at night, we'd go just climb over the fence around the pool and we'd go swimming. All right, I'm just swinging through here because this is where, right here on this bank over here, is where we were basically laying down watching the eclipse. And over there, I don't know if you can see that up on the hill, but there's a zip line. So we'll see how it does in the wind. Once you get going about 40, well, let's see, I'm going 30 now, and the wind seems kind of strong. But once you get to like 40, 45, I feel like I have to yell because like nobody's gonna hear me. But in a full face, then of course you're all closed in. You just barely, you know, talk. You got to kind of talk a little more on the quiet side so you don't blast out people's ears. But the only advantage of the full face is, like, when I'm looking left and right, you can see where I'm looking, you know, with the chest one. And hopefully you're getting a good view. Oh man, I can't believe it. I was so busy and worried about getting all the boxes out to show you the mics in case you don't want to go out and get them, or if you do want to get them. and I forgot to put my gloves on. I always wear fingerless gloves. Shame on me. This is the first time I think I've ever rode Ruby without gloves. Oh my God. Slap me sideways. No, don't slap me. I enjoy that. Whew. Come on, sexually harass me, please, you know. Been lonely. That's why I got Ruby, because after my wife died in 2020, I had to do something. It was hard being alone in that house. Come on, car. Alright, well, we're behind Grandma, so at least I won't get a speeding ticket. Only in 4th gear. Coasting. But I got on I could see on the speedometer is a little digital screen. And I could see, it's got the gear you're in and the RPMs. Alright, that's 5th gear. So the wind's really strong right now that I'm hearing. 40 miles an hour. Oh, I gotta fix these mirrors, holy cow. Wow. That's a little closer. Alright. I'll have to adjust them a little better. This is a 6-speed transmission, but I usually just keep it in 5th unless I'm going to be on a long stretch. The wind is really, really strong right now. Almost to the point where I can't even hear myself talking. So it's going to be a really good test for the mic. And I have this speaker, it's an Insignia Sonic speaker I bought for the house. It was like, I don't know, $100 or something. And it was on sale or clearance for like $35 or something like that. So I ended up buying it. And then I realized that, hey, if I have the full face helmet on, I could only hear the speaker playing when I'm stopped at a sign or a light. But with the open face, I could hear it pretty much most of the time. But going 45, 40, 45, you got to strain a little to hear it. But other than that, now even this, like the boom on this mic, even a boom on this mic, it's starting to move around a lot. Wow, I'm surprised nobody's here. Holy moly. A beautiful day like this. Portable poop houses. Ooh, how nice. All right, let's pull over here. I wish this had self-canceling turn signals, because sometimes I forget and keep them on. That's a dangerous situation. Alright people, so the thing I'm gonna do, try to adjust my mirrors a little bit. Got all bumped around being in the house and wiping her down and everything. Alright, I'm gonna shut this down, because if I don't and I switch mics and turn it and try, like if I pause it, it's just gonna shut down. I gotta take it out, take the battery out, blah blah blah. So I'll see you in a little while. Alright people, I'm back. So now I'm on the purple Panda mic that's inside the ear pocket. So I'm pretty sure you'd be able to hear me when I'm just sitting here. But let's find out what's gonna happen. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna have to end up sticking with the full face, that's all. But it's gonna be uncomfortable when it's hot. But we'll find out. This is the test. So hopefully it'll help somebody one way or another. Like I said, do or don't do this. I'm having a smoke. Alright, let's go back to the house. Let Ruby cool down and get her in the shed for now, because I gotta get the kids and do some stuff. So at least I got a little right. And I think it's gonna rain. Let's see, today's Tuesday. It's gonna rain Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I usually will take Ruby to work, because the way I work, it's a split shift. We go in 3 hours in the morning, like 6 to 9:30, so 3.5. I get up at 4 and I leave at 5:30. And then we got about 3 hours off, and we go back for 1 o'clock, like 1 to 4:30. So in that time in between, I got plenty of time to get Ruby out and ride her in and work for the afternoon. Take the long way home in the afternoon, you know. Well, I'm not a morning person. I can't get up at 4 o'clock and get out there. Alright, let's see how this purple Panda's gonna do in that ear pocket. That was a quick 55, 60. I'll tell you, these streets are like a high output, high performance. This is the same motor that's in the V-Rod, but it's just smaller. And it's like the first gen Revolution motor. And then of course, you know, they got the RevMax that came from this. And from what I understand, the Revolution and the RevMax were designed by Porsche. So I'm on a 2-wheel Porsche. How about that? Still idles a lot higher though, ever since I put the slip on, but probably less compression, back compression. so you can hear me. Being a little quiet, see if we can hear how the wind itself is. You don't need to see it with road rash too, right? Our gas here is, well, I always put the premium. It's like $4.19 a gallon, and the car gets the lowest octane. It's $3.35 a gallon. So almost home. I got a little card reader, so I get the SD card out of the GoPro. I'll put it in the card reader, transfer it to the iPad, and of course, you know that the GoPro breaks everything up into like 4 gig chapters. So hopefully I have enough room on my iPad. I might have to delete some older videos so I could load these in there. And then once I got them on the photos on the iPad, then I put them into the free app from iTunes, the iMovie app. And I put it in there, and then I could, you know, edit it. Add stuff, music, delete stuff, you know, some effects, and then I have a separate free app to make the thumbnails. But the funny part is, on the iPad, it won't let me do my own put a custom. It won't let me put a custom thumbnail in, or it won't let me do like the end screen. So I have to go to I have to use my crappy Chromebook. I hate coming over this curve. Okay, that wasn't smart. Thing popped out of neutral. Ooh, a little burnout there. Sorry, Ruby, didn't mean to get your tires dirty. Ooh, she's gonna be mad at me now. Alright, well anyways, you can see I'm back home. Get through this gate. I don't know if I don't know if it slipped into neutral or my foot bounced coming over that curve. But anyways, hey, I saved it. She went backwards, but I saved it. Alright people, I'm back. Back at the shack. Alright, well, that's it for today's video. So, I'll probably, I don't know. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, I didn't even take my watch either. Jeez. Man, must have something to do with that solar eclipse. I'm losing my mind. Alright people, anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see how these two mics are going to work out on the video, and then I can decide what I'm going to do from there, and maybe it'll help one of you guys out. And like I said, I enjoy watching that hooligan duct tape community, so I'll be waiting for one of you guys to do another live or get up a video. Hopefully I'll have this one up maybe later in the day, early evening or something. Alright people, as usual, hit the like, subscribe, and have an awesome day. Be safe, people. Peace out, wherever the camera is.